It's 90.3 FM, listener-powered KEXP. I can clear my throat now. We can both have coffee. Another thing we have in common.
That's for me, too.
The only way to stay awake. Tons of coffee. And we were lucky enough to catch Ben Gibbard in town, actually. When we set this up, too, I was doing Audio Oasis, and I was playing the set of all the things you're up to. I went, damn, we got to get him up on the show and just try a little of everything. And do you find it hard to translate some of those songs, the Death Cab song and Postal Service, into an acoustic set? 'Cause I know we tried to get the whole Postal Service thing up here, and you were still working on how to do that. And, is that a good challenge, or is it almost impossible?
Most of the Death Cab stuff is, I starts on acoustic guitar, so it's not too hard to translate that. But I'm going to play one of the Postal Service songs that I kind of figured out last night, but I was trying to figure out a bunch of them just in general, like recently, to see if I could play them. And there's so much of them are built in the arrangements, Jimmy's arrangements and the programming stuff, that it's hard to.
Right.
It gets really boring if you try to bring it down to an acoustic guitar, I think.
Well, talk a little bit about the Postal Service. I still, every day when it's played, I think I get at least one email or call saying, is that the guy from Death Cab? People are they hear the voice, but it is really a different sound for you and for Death Cab's sound. Talk a little about how that came up, just even the idea of it. When did that start?
Well, the first song I played in that last little group there was a song called "This Is the Dream of Evan and Sean." That was this kid, Jimmy Tamborello, who's rooming with a friend of mine. I was going down to L.A. to just go on vacation and hang out with some friends, and he emailed me. He was like, hey, I have this electronic project. Do you want to do a song? And I was like, well, you're down here. I was like, yeah, that'd be fun. So he sent me the music for Evan and Sean, and then, we just kind of worked on it. And the idea was, sprung at some point of like, hey, maybe we could do like an EP or something like that, just do some more stuff. Because it was really fun and just really easy. And it was kind of an effortless process to have somebody do the hard work, and then you just kind of come and just babble over top of it.
I see this is a trend developing.
Yeah. All the hard work gets done by somebody else. It's kind of my MO. So
good work.
But and so we just decided to try to expand it out, and then some mutual friends at Sub Pop who heard about it were like, hey, we'd love to do records. So that was kind of the motivating factor. Like, I don't think it would have gotten done with the quickness or the commitment that it ended up being if it hadn't been a deadline, so to speak. Did
it kind of blow you away a little bit? Suddenly so we want to put it out. When it came from being something just a little fun kind of side thing to a real full-on release?
It was exciting. I think that it was just exciting to, that they were interested, and I was like, oh yeah, let's do it. It was, I think if anything I said, I think it was more just like a motivating factor to get us actually working on it, and it's been a lot of fun.
The reaction's been huge. It's getting bought up all over the place. It's been a very successful record, and does that surprise you any? Does it? Are you obviously happy with that?
Absolutely. Yeah, very happy. It's surprising. I think that when we kind of were doing it, the record is just a big electronic pop record, and it doesn't. I don't think it takes any kind of. It's really easy to get into. At least in my opinion, it's just it's a big pop record. So you don't
have to dig deep into it.
Yeah, no, it's not. I don't think it's the heaviest thing ever. So I think I'm glad that people are enjoying it.
The lyrics are really, but the lyrics are a little deeper than you're saying. I think I don't think you give the lyrics enough credit, because some of them are just. I don't know. They're just right on. I think they just hit the spot.
Oh, thank you.
And those have grown on me as the first time you hear it. It is a pop record, and you listen more and more, and you really pick up some of the lyrics. I think it's a much deeper record than even you think.
Oh, well, thank you, sir.
So Sub Pop put that out. You got Barzook putting out your Death Cab for Cutie, and Post Parlo getting involved. You're involved with some of the best labels around, you think?
I think so. I love Barzook Records with all my heart. I think that they're running an incredibly good label over there. I love all the bands as people and as bands, and there isn't a more honest man in the world than Josh Rosenfeld. So
he's a good guy.
He's a really, really good guy, and we've been incredibly fortunate to have somebody who and everybody there too that's been working so hard for us and has been with us this entire time.
You've been bucking the trend, though. What everyone says is you can't do what you guys did on an indie label. You can't get that much popularity and sell records and make a living at it. But you kind of are holding the torch a little bit. Do you feel that? Do you know that? Because when you read, you get you're referenced all the Death Cab's referenced a lot, and as kind of a poster child for this is how it can work.
I just think we kind of found ourselves in a fortunate situation. I really can't, as I look back and just, the lineage of this band to date, it's like, we just did like what any other band would do. We
Right.
found. I mean, I remember sitting on a porch in Bellingham with Josh coming up and being like, "Yeah, do you?" And we're singing, and it's like, "Okay, I'm gonna press 1,000 copies of this record." It's like, man, that seems like too much. We need to like, can you press less than that, because we're not gonna sell 1,000 copies of it. And going on tours, playing in coffee houses to in random Southern Californian locations to nobody at 1:30 in the morning, and
Right.
losing money, and
Right.
having vans break down. I mean, we just kind of just been going at it, and I can't really. I feel very fortunate for the position that we're all in, but I can't really quantify it or qualify it. I'm not sure which is the right word.
Years from now, you can look back and tell your children. All right, we got Ben Gibbard up here, and he's going to play some more songs for us. We've heard a cover. We've heard a Death Cab song. We've heard something from the Post Parlor release.
Yeah, actually, if I'm gonna put this guy on, so you may want to Phillips and Dead Air can have to tune this up.
By this guy, what do you mean by that?
This is the capo that it always seems to throw this guy out of tune.
It's Ben Gibbard. He's live up here on the morning show.
I think I can. Okay, so I think this sounds in tune enough for the air.